Greetings, everybody. This is Cicely, and you're on From Seed to Systems live with my friend Queen. We are here in the beautiful Jackson Park section of Chicago. Farmers market was canceled today. Say hi. Canceled today because we are beginning this market, and the 4th of July holiday was rough on our section.
Right.
So yeah, we gotta get our game up. But it's all good. We still here. Um Normally I would do breaks and all of that stuff. But you know what? Unless
The producers.
unless Bob Naima comes in the back room and does breaks, we may not have it because it's really hard for me to hold this thing. This is like guerrilla style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By any means, we are consistent, on time, and bringing you information that you can use to go from seed to system. So thank you for
Absolutely.
joining me today.
Oh, it's a great day.
Yes, it is. Now I know this is your first live, but you ready for action, reporting for duty, and I appreciate you
Absolutely.
taking a chance on me, and especially with my production studio being out here in the great outdoors.
This is what we need, though.
Yeah, we're in the right place. We're in the right place. Yeah, we gonna push you. Who needs to be pushed? Oh, on there, yeah, you on your own on there, but so we're out here at this beautiful park. So today out here they're doing the house Sunday house picnic, and I guess it'd probably be a little bit of a
Somebody
holiday thing. They getting started now. They getting started now. My uncle gonna be out here at 3 o'clock, so
Your arm tired? Yeah, you want me?
I gotta switch. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta keep switching arms.
We gotta work our muscles. We working out on this
Okay.
live.
So I'm gonna give a small intro, and then come. Then I'll switch to the whole thing, and then you talk about the first topic. Um, both of us have been working in and around the United States, as well as in Ghana, and I don't know where else, other places. Maybe. So we are basically, we're not talking about this. We go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And we're doing everything we can do to build up our families, build up our legacies, build up our businesses, between here, there, and everywhere in between. So Queen Anita has been doing the same thing from a different vantage. So I wanted her to just give us a little bit of an introduction about, a background and the work that she's doing, and maybe a couple of current projects.
All right. Give me a half. Give me a half a second. Grand B, that's me too.
Wait.
But there was another plane that had the picture.
Something that was allowed me to finish, and then I'll
All right. Sorry about
No,
that.
no,
We
don't
pulling
apologize.
we pulling plenty duties around here.
Don't
So
apologize.
you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
So wow. This has been like an amazing journey. So it's Ghana for right now. I have some things going on in Togo that I don't really talk about because they aren't being effectively run yet. But we're working on that. So I'm in Springfield, I'm in Gary, Indiana, and in Chicago. So there are a lot of things happening, and we have to come together as a people and shift our minds in order to understand what's really happening. We're being pulled in so many directions that they're keeping us busy.
Yeah.
The outside forces are keeping us busy.
Man, they got us running from pillar to post. But I appreciate you because we actually met on Facebook. And this is why I don't just throw Facebook in the trash. It's because people like you that are for real about what they doing. They genuine people reached out to me. We've been chatting, going back and forth, sharing ideas, all kinds of stuff. And then link up in person
Karen, my own access.
Okay, okay. So yeah, but this is what I mean by the real deal. And when I posted this, I said this is the frontline dispatch from sisters who are really currently, we're not performing, we're
Right.
producing. Okay.
Right.
All right. So with that being said, I want to start with the Springfield section because I want you to talk about the guard down there and something that you wrote me about lifestyle.
Yes. The alternative funding.
Yeah, yeah.
It's lifestyle fundraising was the last thing that I wrote to you. So the thing in Springfield is called the Motherland. It's a Motherland Garden Project. And the goal from the originator or the guy that started this is he's gone down there and he's bought blocks, city blocks, and he's planning to put gardens on these blocks so that people, there's one original spot at 815 on 15th Avenue, um, where people can come and purchase a spot in order to grow. And he has another spot that's blocked off that he's preparing for, like, organic, possibly, because that's a whole nother process that you have to go through. But he has courses, classes for kids. A 6-week program is going on right now. And at the end of August, they include the garden, they include the arts, and they'll have a setup where the kids are selling what they've made.
Yeah.
And so we're harvesting, he cycles the things that he's harvesting so that he can keep, keep the food coming, a consistent flow of food, which is amazing. I brought some to show you. You want to see?
Yes.
All right. All right. Don't get too hungry, but in this in this little bucket, this is something that was harvested from the Motherland Garden, as well as these onions and
Beautiful.
tomatoes. Now, mind you, I stopped by my dad's house before I came, and all of the real good green tomatoes are in his kitchen right now being prepared to be fried. So they didn't make it this far. But what we have is there's much more than this. We're talking okra and greens, kale and Swiss chard and you name it. And we have it. I think my head's cut off.
Uh-oh.
Hi, sweetie.
Okay, well,
The producer's here.
yeah, thank God for producers. Okay, so also this is some more. This is what we had prepared for the farmers market today. Queen brought this nice
Lemon
freshly harvested lemon balm, which is something that we use. Say hi, Noe.
Hi.
Just like the rest of the kids, they can't let your camera go on without say hi. So, but yeah, so you can see that we are moving produce around. We're serious about this. We're working with other people who are very serious about it. The camera's about to go a little loopy right now, but you can still hear my voice because I'm trying to get it on a tripod. So yeah, thank you for this. Next time you
Thank you for showing up.
uh-oh. Uh-oh. We gotta get through this. I wish I had a commercial, but I don't.
You can put a commercial on.
I don't know how to. It's a long story.
Oh, it's oh.
But if I'm in the middle of this, I think that's the procedure. And this is what I said. See, this is why I don't. So, yeah, I'll answer all your questions.
What made you do it on the phone today?
Because I'm outside. I want to do it outside. What's going with it? Don't call my name.
Okay. Hold on. It's on. Let me.
Yeah, okay. So as you can see, this is live for real. Okay. We got production you know what I'm saying, challenges. We're in the park, kids out here playing. And so it's just, it's just real life. That's what we doing, and that's what we're talking about. But we want to get to this lifestyle. Well, okay, give me the words again for it.
It's a fundraising. It's a lifestyle fundraising.
Lifestyle fundraising. Yeah. So you said every.
Get out of sin. Come out. Okay.
So the alternative lifestyle fundraising. Let's talk
So
about it.
okay. So what that is, everybody knows how we normally do fundraisers. You invite people to come out, you spend money on these galas, you prepare all of this stuff, but you don't get consistent money in order to keep the vision funded,
Right.
right? So you go through all that, you put in all this work, and sometimes you end up spending more to pull the thing together than you actually get towards what you're raising funds for.
Right.
So we've developed a way to help people with their lifestyles, right? To give them an edge on their lifestyles, and you get consistently funded. So the people that support you already, will walk them through the system and show them you get every discount you can name on stuff that you want, you need, you think you want, right? And then when I go to purchase something, a car, I'm getting a major discount on it, my phone, all of it. But every time somebody gets a lifestyle enhancement, the vision that you have gets the funding for it.
So what would be a lifestyle enhancement? What's an example?
Well, most people like to travel. Most people like to travel. And what I know or have come to learn is that there are really two major players in the discount game. So when you sit on
You
your
can't just touch it like that.
when
You have to
sit
use these.
when you sitting on
You want to go down some more?
when you sitting on booking.com and those other search engines, one somebody owns that. So you really just you understand what I'm saying?
There's no benefits.
No, not really, because if you own your if she owns your booking engine and my booking engine, we aren't really competing with each other because she makes all the rules,
Right.
right? So there's really only two people in charge of all of our flight rates. But the company that I'm a part of, they just pass the cost on. So if I could buy it at the wholesale rate, I'm giving you the wholesale rate. I'm not upcharging, and there's facts and proof behind that. I got
Okay.
presentation and a video to show, but once your organization becomes a member with us, the people that it's a good thing. Don't move. It's a good thing that if I'm giving to your organization and I can get something in return, that's not why I give. But if you hand me a gift, if this is the gift, I give you $10 and you give me this, all that was nice.
Right.
But people, it's just human nature. People enjoy getting things. If I know I can help you and get something in return, that's even better.
Right.
Even better.
I mean, that's the whole idea behind multi-level marketing in general. So what we can do is post a link when we share this video, and then you can post a link, and then people can look into it more. I'm definitely into alternative lifestyle funding. I look at it more from an independent standpoint, though, in terms of, how can I monetize the work that I'm doing, as opposed to me going into somebody else's framework and trying to do what they tell me to do, which may have nothing to do with what I really want to do. So, I
But
mean,
we all need the funding.
yeah.
So in
The
order to keep
fundraising,
what we're
Yeah.
doing,
And
right?
we use those for school fundraisers, for trips and just all kinds of stuff. So it's another mechanism that we could use. So I think I want to go into our next topic, which is
We're gonna be back after this commercial.
Producer, you gotta tell us what's going on. It's my first live.
This is wild.
It's
Friday
okay.
tonight. Did you get it on?
I think I need to turn it like this so I can see.
You guys just patient with that.
Patience. Thank you.
But I looked up the
No,
benefits of this lemon balm and I was like, whoo, that's some good stuff.
Okay, we could just take a fake break. We're back.
Oh, that was like take 6. Take 227. Hey, we're gonna keep doing it until we get it right. Now I want to talk about Ghana. Actually, I didn't have this in our list, but relationships, inter-African relationships have been kind of part of our method or whatever when it comes to the work that we got going on in Ghana. But I mean that's not all of it, but I think it's an important part of it. Um I met a lady yesterday, a Yoruba.
Oh,
And
nice.
she
Oh, they
said
thought you were your too.
she did. But she was like, the women here love African men. I wanted to tell her we love all men, but we people like us that are on a mission, the man got to go with the mission, So yeah.
They have to understand it.
Okay, still trying to figure this out.
What you trying to do?
I wanted to stay where it was.
You press the button.
Just do it for me and give it to me.
Okay, where
Right here. Right here.
okay, but
That's
you
great.
hold it in your hand so I can see how it feels comfortable. That position for
Yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
So part of what's happening is I'm growing stuff over in Ghana as well. But the melanated people, we have to realize that land is a big deal. Land is a big deal. And we need to secure land here and there,
Yes, we do.
if possible. Part of our challenges is finances. We spoke about a project there that I'm in a position I want everybody to win if your mindset is right. So we have to get our mindsets in order. And that's the biggest war that we have.
Yeah.
Is mentally in ourselves.
Yeah.
So if we aren't focused on that, if we're too busy chasing cars, stuff, and things, it's difficult to align your mind to focus on the legacy.
Yeah.
So
Well, for those of us like me and you that if we ain't in the right place, we working on it real hard. You know what I'm saying? What would you say, like, what are some interesting things that people could get into? Well, let's start in Ghana and then come back to Gary. Because I like to talk about
start in Ghana.
Yeah, and then come back specifically to Gary.
Well, if we can in Ghana, if we can focus on again, land, that's a plus. Because when all those fails here, you have somewhere to go.
Right. But I had encouraged a lot of people to come over to Ghana and to Africa in general. And I had some friends living in different places throughout the continent. And some of them I made a point to specifically talk to them like, okay, don't forget to grow some food.
Right.
So it
Absolutely.
ain't just
All the
it
time.
ain't just showing up, it's also levels of responsibility that we're taking in the process. So
That's true.
show
But
up.
a lot of our people, they go there and they want to have a good time. A good majority of them are serious about getting land in there. But we can't take that American Western culture mindset and all that extra stuff with us.
Right.
Like I'm working on my land in the Prom area. And once I'm done with the fence wall, I'm gonna plant something there until I design what I need to design with the architects for my forever space. Right. So
Okay.
growing food wherever we are should be top of mind.
Right.
So one of the problems here is stuff doesn't just freely grow. When I'm there, I can have somebody climb a coconut tree. I can have somebody grab mangoes for me. I can have somebody that, pineapple farms are around. So the hungry situation here should not exist.
Well, all of that is created by the system that
Absolutely.
that's what we trying to work in spite of. What about the developments in Gary? This has been like a bubbly topic ever since last year when Dr. Umar was in Gary.
Right.
And he was big up in Gary, saying that it was one of the last black towns, black cities that's like
80% us.
really, really black. Yeah.
Right. But the closing of the steel mill. So we're there now. Shout out to uh redevelop Chicago, redevelop Gary, redevelop Ghana, and soon to be redeveloped Springfield. So we're there, and our team just recently bought things in the auction. 40,
Properties.
40, yeah, 40. I believe we got 40 pieces of properties there. And in the auction before that, we secured at least land. We secured land in that first one.
Okay.
So we're doing new builds as well as full rehabs.
Oh,
gut
nice.
rehabs.
Oh, nice.
But the new builds are intense. We have some Campbell Construction and am I supposed to turn this way now?
No, we can do it's we come
Some
whatever
we developed Chicago and Campbell Construction did. He was against all odds. They told him he couldn't do it, but he did some really fine new build homes on the west side.
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
and it's good. So we'll start the new builds. I'm in the process of preparing some meetings with the mayor's people in Gary so that we can break some ground next month.
Yay. Come on,
That's
Gary.
fine. So
Come on, Gary.
yeah, Gary's great at the thing. And Mike Epps is there. A lot of stars are there, but they're quiet about it. He bought his whole city block.
But I thought he was from Indianapolis. So.
Indianapolis, Indiana, but we migrate. We move
Oh,
around.
okay, yeah.
I don't know exactly where he lived, but I know something's going on for him here.
Oh wow.
So we just need to get together on a mature level to tackle it. You know what they say, as a fist we can accomplish.
Yeah.
We can, but we can't. I thought about it. I was dealing with some ants the other day, and we can either be the ants that are always distracted by the next sweet scent, or we can be the ants that go get it and take it right back to where it's supposed to be. Right now we're scattered. We're scattered. So you got to get with somebody of like minds and work together seriously, and money is always a factor. Money is always a factor.
So what would you recommend, like if somebody was interested in buying property or doing some development in Gary, where would they get started at today?
Well, that's a loaded question, but it's a good one, but it's loaded. You have to get with either a group or a team of people that you trust, that you can joint venture with. Money is a very sensitive subject. If you got a little bit of money to invest, you have to get with people that you can trust, because you don't want your money to come up missing. And there are, with Redevelop Chicago and Redevelop Gary, what we have is a group of live, honest individuals with a moral compass that we put the money where we say we're gonna put the yeah. Right. So if you want to, a lot of ways, a lot of people are doing tax sales and tax liens, or if you want to like start out and not have much momentum, then you go ahead and work by yourself.
Yeah.
But if you get with a group of people that know what's going on, that's willing to communicate what they have happening and make you a part of it, we all have to bring something to the table. So you either got to have some skills or some money.
Right. Right.
So for us all to benefit, right?
Mhm.
And I enjoy win-win situations. Like I don't believe anything happens by accident. It's only divine appointments. We come together. We've all prayed for something, and we need that something to happen. And we connect and run into people in order to take the next steps, in order to get to the end goal. We got to do something before we leave here.
Okay, so I recently was in I participated in 2 Black Wall Street events in the last several months. One was on 75th Street here in Chicago. The other one was Gary. It was Black Wall Street dealing with the zip codes with Siron.
I don't know that.
Yeah. And so what they have is they have a whole basically like an international structure that links you with people who are working in similar places and topics and you know similar lanes as you are. So I went to the one that was, I think it was like for women or whatever. And the former Gary president, former Gary Mayor Karen, and I think she's now the president of the Chicago Urban League, and also Dr. Gail Frazier were doing the keynotes for that particular thing. So I was real curious to hear, like what their vision was. These are 2 people that I've met and spoken with or whatever, that present pretty amenable to the type of thing that we're talking about, but that was just one event, and it was live as well as online. So there were people participating from all over the country in that, and every week it's a different group. So it might be electricians one week, it might be people in the arts another week. Every week there's a different focus. So if you look it up, you can see like kind of where you fit in and meet people who are doing the same things in different areas. So I thought that was a real good organizing construct. And a good way.
Everything is good. We still have to be mindful of people we keep company with. Right. I can't or will not bash anybody.
Yeah.
But you have to be mindful and discern what you're dealing with, because you can jump into a group and it's a shark infested water. I mean,
basically we all are in shark infested waters, like everywhere we look.
Right.
And even they have something they call the Dunning effect. Okay, and that's you don't know what you don't know.
Absolutely.
And what you don't know is actually the most important thing that could be life or death. But further than that, what I think about is you can't see what you can't see. However, that does not right. However, that does not mean that you don't have other senses to sense it, because the things that are happening that you don't see are critical to what it is that you need. So it's a lot of things that we can't see behind the scenes that are happening. I hope one day we do like a whole expose. Can y'all give me one day to name names? Okay, one day. No, normally I don't do that, but I would love to do it one day.
But we
but I just
organize well.
I just try to stay focused on the mission. But sometimes people are so dirty in their behavior And it's kind of like you want to put a warning sign. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
it reveals
yeah,
itself.
yeah, but
It
but
reveals
the
itself.
it wastes a lot of energy, you know, because there's younger people that's coming through and they're getting done the same way by the same people when I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So I'm having a internal conflict about that right now because I want to name some names. I didn't been there and seen it. And I seen it and I know where the bodies is buried and I want to talk about it, but catch me offline right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a different live.
Right. Catch me offline for that conversation. But because I'm still staying principled and focused on a mission, but I do have some warnings. Okay. But for now, what about the patterns? Because, like, for example, um, I mean, this applies to every aspect of our lives. Like we're going and marrying people from different countries.
Absolutely.
You know, and that takes a level of
They're pink rocks.
You can't be weak. That's not
that takes
hard.
that takes a level of discernment and patience on
Absolutely.
another level. Now it does have its rewards. It does have its rewards, but you know, what I tell people is this, you know, learn the culture, you know what I'm saying, and listen
That's a must.
and lean on lean on the culture because that's what it's there for. It's there to hold you up and support you. So if you're having problems, you know, culturally,
On the culture.
culturally, you know, when you having problems in your relationship in West Africa, you do what?
You gotta call a family.
That's right.
You married
Yes.
a family. You didn't just marry an individual.
That's right. That's right.
So
So
that's what's important. And
yeah.
keep cooking. Keep cooking.
Yeah. So yeah, but just to show you, you know, that I didn't just make that up. See?
No, she didn't make that up.
Nah, so not only have I experienced it and I experienced the power of that. Because one of my younger cousins was asking me, like, what did you learn about conflict resolution, you know, living in Africa? And at the time I was like, oh, that's a good question. I hadn't really thought about it.
But it's a matter of effective communication. And what we have to do is there are different barriers because a lot of times what you see right now is you probably have like either an older woman with a younger man, you have the male female barrier, you have the culture barrier that's there, and probably a couple of other things because this Western culture is definitely different than the culture there. You have to be able to slow down and talk through every moment so that both parties understand.
Yes.
And sometimes with my husband, Diane, I may say something and his definition of that thing is totally different
Yes.
than what I say.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Or a word means something. I don't use the word stupid. I can't think of the word was, but to us we use it all the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, why do you he would get real upset over the word. And I'm looking at him like, oh, you just went from 1 to 15 on the scale of 1 to 10 over a word that's simple to me, but it's disrespectful to them.
Right.
So I had to understand that that word was disrespectful, remove it from my vocabulary, and try to have a conversation a different way.
Look, one day I sent because you know I'm into alcohol production and stuff like that, fermentation, right? So it was a company, it's called Spirits and stuff like that. And so I sent it to Kofi, like, just to show him, like, this is the building, this is the company building out of West Africa. I swear to God, he called me at like 0.0000 seconds and went completely off. Uh-oh. We gotta.
What happened?
I know it's weird.
Oh,
That's a,
wipe it. Let me wipe it. Let me wipe it. Yeah, let me
a lot
wipe
of
it.
tears. What happened?
It
Are you
fell.
okay?
Ooh, fell and it hurt.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a
I
nice
got
food.
some.
You got ice?
I got something in the car. All right, I'm gonna have
We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the on-air radio network called 727-731-5192. We want to talk to you.
The Soulful Chicago Book Fair, Woodlawn's premier summer event, returns to 61st Street between Cottage Grove and King Drive, Saturday, August 9th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Join us for another celebration of literary works by and about the Black experience, featuring children's books, fiction books, and non-fiction works by local and international authors. The main stage will host an entertainment lineup second to none, with Pari Lemuel, Aniba and the Soul Stars, and the mesmerizing Moo Moo Fresh. Special guest, DJ Celeste. The community stage features a variety of family-friendly performances, such as DJ sets produced by IC Music, an organization that trains and promotes blind audio engineers. All this and more, Saturday, August 9th, free and open to all. Be there. Visit SoulfulChicagoBookFair.com for more information.
Okay, we are back.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you, Mama Naima, for backing me up with the break, because we had a situation on the playground and we are real people and real parents and real situations.
Right.
And so, the child get to crying. We got to see what's going on and make sure that's okay. And so that's what we did. And thank you. For a lot of people who don't know, but this is the Female Solution platform that my podcast is hosted by. It's called From Seed to Systems Podcast, but it's in a network with other women podcasts, and we're on 7 days a week, and it's international. So we're not the only ones, with the international reach and topic here today. So that's the important thing for people to know. So thanks, Mom Naeem, for backing me up with the break. Before we go, I think we'll probably have like one more break and then we'll be able to wrap it up. I'm gonna put the links that if you are interested in alternative lifestyle fundraising, as well as the link to the Springfield Garden. It's an amazing project.
Motherland, the
Yes,
Motherland
yes,
Community Garden.
that, and then whatever other links that we want to put in there. I definitely want to encourage people. Well, as you can see, we're not just talking about it, so we want you to just listen. We want you to chime in, reach out to us and just get involved in some kind of way. You don't have to be perfect, but you got to be making an effort to be your best self. And if you bring that, I'm sure you could work with a whole bunch of different people.
Absolutely.
So don't think any kind of way about it. The lifestyle is right now. We all have a lot of challenges and you know things going on, but we're not perfect.
And
But
they understand, I think, that we are into just one thing.
yeah,
Yes, we do find and have our niche, right? Well,
Yeah.
my niche is I have a heart for nonprofits and helping visions grow. So that's why the alternative fundraising source is important to me,
right.
because our government, don't, we're not talking about politics, but they shut down a section of us, and a lot of things are gonna suffer. My father even mentioned it this morning.
Mhm.
He's a veteran and he needs wound care. Guess what? He can no longer go to the VA hospital to get the wound care he needs because they've been cut.
Oh my God.
So he had a lot of choice words this morning
Oh, we.
because it's something that we need. So instead of us relying totally on a system that doesn't value us,
Say it.
send me a message, send Cicely a message. If you want your personal self or your organization to have a source of funding that is not a grant or is not grant based, they're still doing them, but they're limited. Give me a call, send me a note. Pigeon, Skywrite, we're gonna figure out how to help you get the funding that you need and deserve in order to keep your vision moving. The last thing I want to see are the visions dying and people
Come on.
failing to dream.
Come on. Come
That happens to us.
Hey, can somebody write that? That's a quote right there.
We have to stop relying. I heard a guy say, nobody's coming to save us. Nobody. We have to save ourselves, and we're so gifted, talented, knowledgeable, and resourceful. I know between a table full of women, we can work out America. We can work things out.
Yeah,
Worldwide.
I hope we all got the memo that we're gonna have to work them out if
Gonna have to.
worked out. So that's the part I like about it.
That's where we
I
are.
want to get back to Gary for a second because
Yeah.
I got some other friends, my friends, ancient mystics over there, and they're also doing some amazing things independently, and working together, and I think part of their strength is like us, they spend a lot of time, in gardens. But they next level, they younger, so they be out foraging, they
Right.
boats and they do, but they spend there for real about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think the fruits of their labor are starting to really show. And that was started by a friend of mine, Laura Cassius D. He's a hip hop historian and a master gardener, certified with papers and everything. He's cold at herbalism and stuff like that. So he has a group and he works with young people, teaching them, not just how to grow, but how to harvest and make products and things from what they grow. So they have a whole like line of medicinal skincare, tonics and all types of stuff that they make. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of good stuff coming out of Gary. It is a lot of good stuff coming out of Gary, and I see a lot of yeah, a lot of I don't when I go to Gary, I don't just see, oh my God, there's a lot of busted down
Right. All
houses,
the negative.
because I'm around people like you,
Yeah.
around people like Cash, that are so busy building things and looking at a vision so far in the distance. It's far, but I can see it too. When you put your effort towards it, it just it's very encouraging. So I just appreciate you guys. Uh
So a lot more like when people buy, the whole goal of the Motherland Connection in Springfield is like for every house to have a garden,
yes.
for everybody to be able to go out and back. And then I propose, and I plan to talk to Coach Keem about it, is whenever we build and sell a house, there has to be a raised garden bed somewhere,
Yeah.
because that's the new thing that we want to invite people to, right?
Yeah.
To be able to self-sustain.
Yeah.
Grow, even if you grow 1 or 2 things and get good at it,
It's good.
right?
My line is grow where you stand, you know. And sometimes it's not about, you're producing a lot or a little, because people call urban farms. I never use the word farm and urban together myself, but I don't think that's a diminishment of what you can grow in an urban environment,
Right.
because the bottom line is you're touching the soil.
Yeah.
You're getting engaged in the environment around you and the nature around you, which is something that we absolutely like. If we don't find all the reasons and chances and ways to do that, that's a bad thing. Yeah, we have to do that. So
And it forces us to put our technology down. You can't hold the dirt.
I didn't say it, but every opportunity to connect with real nature, we have to take it right now, because technology is actually coming against our biology. And I know we all feel it. What we don't know is how it makes us behave. We kind of in denial about that part.
That's a whole nother lie, though.
Yes, it is.
Right.
But the point though is just that grow something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even have to tell you, what not to do. Cute. I can tell you what to look for and what to get into. And I'm saying growing anything where you are, that can grow is an amazing opportunity.
Absolutely. Now, what
like you
bring us potatoes? All you gotta do, look, grow some potatoes this year. Look, start with that. Just
in the bag.
Do one thing.
Yeah, just
and it starts there
in the bag.
Yep.
And put the potatoes in the middle and let it rip. Okay, you gotta put a few holes in the bottom.
Right. But it just says see the advertising up there. But that's definitely where we have to start. And the other thing we have to talk about probably at another time is our mindsets. We have to discuss our mindsets, because that mindset is keeping us as individuals instead of a unit.
And I think that's partially why I don't it's like I don't want to tell people anything, because I know that once you go and start growing something, the next thing is gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be divinely inspired and led if you just put your hands and your feet in the soil. So I can tell you, okay, do this, don't do that, go here, don't go there, buy this, don't buy that. But I don't have to, because if you get in touch with the real world, you know what I'm saying, then you'll be guided by, by
Yeah, but the thought that I just had was everybody that likes to eat at least once a day should at least grow one thing. You should at least grow one thing. If you like to eat, on a daily basis,
which we all do,
figure out what you can grow. Right? Because there's going to come a time where we need that.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just a passion or a little drive or something you're interested in.
Yeah.
But at some point,
so grow where you stand. And hey, you don't sharpen your sword on the battlefield. But unfortunately for us, the only reason we don't recognize this as a battlefield is because we got a cell phone covering our eyes. So, with that being said, grow something, trade with people around you.
I just found the goose.
Can we take one more quick break before we close?
Aha! The Alexander Experience, in association with We Dream in Color Foundation, presents the 2025 We Dream in Color Humanitarian and Unity Celebration at the historical Du Sabo Museum of Black History, honoring phenomenal people doing extraordinary things and empowering others to dream big. Save the date, Saturday, July 19, 2025, for an evening of celebrating life in this year of elevation, where unity and diversity diversity meets history will be made by the clear vision of the people's chief himself, Chief Tamba Taylor, aka the Are Etesheye of Akola Ijesha Kingdom. VIP red carpet and interviews start immediately by 6:30 p.m. American time. Show presentation starts by 8 p.m. while ticket sale go publicly in mid-May. Contact We Dream in Color Foundation for tickets and reservation. Go to wedreamcolor.org or your favorite honoree. One love.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
Okay, we're back. And as you can see, our favorite topic is growing. Because what other topic is it for mothers who create life? Okay. That's the that's the main thing we, that's in
Look,
our
don't put
nation.
it in front of the camera.
Yeah, you gotta
Look.
be. Gotta be. Yeah. So what else did I want to talk about before we close? The main thing is what would you say um to the people, I know you get calls and messages from people that are saying, I want to go to Africa. And what's your basic, starting advice that you give people when they start talking about?
Well, when people call and say, "Oh, well, how was it?" or they're trying to they're trying to frame a decision based on your experience.
Right.
You can't take my experience and make it yours. I don't care how I frame it or dress it up. When I got there was already something in me and in my heart to be there. So I would say you have to go there with an open mind. The people that are there, because of what we've seen on TV, we have these thoughts that they don't want us there, right? That's kind of like everywhere. Even here, we treat certain people a certain way. But I never felt like I belonged in the U.S. Even when I was young, I dressed the way I did and did did me. So going to Africa is one of those things. People have bucket lists or these lists they need to have before they die. You should at least go to the continent and take a cruise before you leave here. There's something absolutely, it's like divinely magical in a spiritual sense. When the sky meets the water and you're on a cruise for a sunrise, or when you're watching the sunrise on the continent, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. But you really can't ask me. You can ask me how it is, and I give you for me, but you have to have your own experience.
Yeah.
And love, right, connects to that. Love is something you experience, you have to experience, and you can't do it without going.
Yeah. So what I find is that a lot of people have expressed a lot of fear around traveling. And it's specifically to Africa. They don't have a lot of fear around traveling to some of these other places, but because of the media, and the stories that have been told, the lies that have been told, they have a lot of fear around us. So I find that I spend a lot of time, you know, with those people addressing those fears?
Well, I don't do a lot of I don't spend that kind of time trying to dispel what somebody already has in their head. Fear is what? Fear is the false evidence appearing real. All you can do is be cautious in your decisions. If one of the countries is at war,
Maybe don't go there.
why would you
Today.
why would you go why would you go there, right? But that
Today.
doesn't mean eliminate it. Once things are over and settled down, I personally wouldn't just not go or do anything. People were traveling during the course of COVID when they told us to
I was traveling during
quarantine.
Yeah.
See, so people say things and they continue to
Reinforce.
try to incite fear, and that's what this whole system is based on. Everything that's being told is to get you to be afraid of it so you won't do it. What would it really look like if all of the Africans born in America go to the continent, right? Kind of like Abraham Troy.
Oh my God.
If we all
I
got
just got
together,
goosebumps just at the thought of
but if we all got together and stopped playing the game of fear,
hell.
and we focused on our legacy and each other, us, kind of like the Haitians did in New York when I showed up. Everybody band together. That's where their fear comes from. If we all got together, there would be nothing that they could do with us. If we start growing our own food and not needing other people's grocery stores or corner stores or the lottery spot, right? And they Takis and whatever else they selling out here. If we got together and had our own, and I don't want to label it like Black Wall Street, but if we just collectively did like our ancestors did in the neighborhood, even me, 20 years ago, if I had meat at my house and my neighbor had sides, we were feeding all of our kids. And that's what we need to get back to. We need to get back to the understanding that we're better together and connected. But we did that fear thing and no, this mine, these my kids, and we just we can't function like that for real and get ahead.
My caterpillar that I was telling them to leave alone. But he's still alive though. And I'm telling them stop, but they just laughed at me. Now they're trying to kill him. It just made me angry.
Bring the caterpillar over here.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
Go take his picture.
Our caterpillar's poisonous?
Some of them.
Oh my God.
Some of them. This one right here, the dinosaur bug.
You know.
Some of them can be. But everything, sorry, our live took a turn. But some of everything has a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Everything that the divine creator put here has a way to defend itself, even if it's roly polies and curling up in a ball and nobody can eat it because my shell is hard. Or a turtle, right? Everybody got some. Porcupine has something. And it's you just have to be mindful. We even have one. And the powers that be moved us from it. But it's like our defense mechanism is togetherness.
he's laughing at Wanda. It's not a game.
You know?
He is
So-
defending this caterpillar, everything in him.
Right.
And I love it. And I love that.
Tense.
I love that. Yeah, ending on this note of, growing what we can and working together.
Well, and wherever you
And
find yourself building.
That piece about the defense part,
Yeah.
hey, it couldn't have met no better way for me. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, sis.
Beautiful.
I know, right? That breeze
Beautiful
is
part.
nice.
It's beautiful.
I ain't even have to bring my fan.
Not only y'all, we're beautiful, but the
Yeah.
guys is beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining joining us on From Seed to Systems, Frontline Dispatch, from people that are not performed, as you can see from our broadcast. We're producing,
Real,
okay,
real long.
by any means. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day. That was cool.